Now let's go a little a step further. Type of retail trades. Now when we talk about type of retail trade, we have itinerant retailers and we have fixed shop retailers. Now itinerant retailers are basically the one who do not have a fixed place from where they can sell. They do not have a fixed place from where they can sell. They keep on moving from one place to another. All right. Secondly, they do not sell any branded articles. All right. They sell your substandard products, low price products. All right. And they basically cater to people from low income group. Right. Now, different types of itinerant retailers, hawkers and peddlers. ठीक है, आपकी लोकेलिटी में जो सब्जी वाला आ रहा है, he is a hawker. All right. Hawkers and peddlers, they basically move from one street to another carrying a cart on which they have displayed their products. It may be vegetables, it may be some stationery item, it may be some used clothes. All right. So they go from one street to another calling out the names of the product. Fine. The product is they are basically very low priced products. All right. Then market traders. Market traders कौन होते हैं? That basically who sell again very low price products on a fixed day in a particular week. एक market like all these year आपके जो Monday market, Tuesday markets. Fine. So they keep on hopping from one place to another. किसी एक एरिया में मंडे मार्केट लगेगी तो वही लोग आपको वहां पे अपना टेम्पररी स्टॉल लगा के मिलेंगे. उसके बाद ट्यूसडे मार्केट में कहीं और जगह है तो वहां पे भी आपको वही लोग अपना स्टॉल लगा के मिलेंगे. ऑलराइट. Then we have your street traders. Now street traders, and we also call them as the pavement traders, street or pavement traders. They basically spread their goods on pavement at a busy street or near railway stations. You must have seen, on the main road when you go, you'll see people sitting अपने pavement पे ही चादर सी बिछा के उसके ऊपर helmets रखे होते हैं. They're nothing else but street traders. ठीक है. और रोड साइड पे, बिजी रोड साइड पे क्यों है? Because they know that lot of people are going to come and go from using this particular road. All right. So they expect sales to take place. Then cheap jacks. Now cheap jacks are the ones who do not move regularly from one place to another. What they do is they have a temporary setup. ठीक है. They have a temporary setup. All right. From where they sell their products. For example, आपका जो मोची है, ठीक है, एक लोकेलिटी में कहीं पे भी एक उसने अपनी छोटी सी जगह बना के वहां पे शुरू कर दिया. नॉट डिपेंडिंग अपॉन अगर वहां पे उसके पास ज्यादा लोग नहीं आ रहे, ही थिंक्स दैट बिजनेस इतना अच्छा नहीं चल रहा है, then he will change his place to some other locality from where he can make more money. All right. So these are basically 4 different types of itinerant retailers. Hawkers and peddlers, जो कि सड़कों में घूमते हैं, आवाजें लगाते हैं, they shout out the name of the products that they have to sell. And ये सभी जो हैं, चारों के चारों, okay, they do not sell any standardized products. All right. And low price products होते हैं इनके. They are basically catered to the needs of the people from low income group. Right. Now one is itinerant retailers, the other type of retailers are your fixed shop retailers. As the name suggests, यहाँ पे कोई fixed shop नहीं होती है, यहाँ पे they have a fixed place from where they can sell. Okay. Now these fixed shop retailers again are divided into 2: fixed shop small retailers and fixed shop large retailers. Let us first take care of the fixed shop small retailers. They have also been divided into 6 categories basically. Right? We first have your general stores. Fixed shop small retailers में पहला जो category है, that is your general stores, जो आपके कहीं भी किसी भी residential area में located होते हैं. You have these kirana shops from where your mother must be buying all her ration and her creams and shampoos and all. All right, we call them as general stores. और इनके features क्या होंगे? They are set up in residential area. A large variety of goods is there, and they provide credit facility to their regular customers. कितनी बार होता है कि आपको अगर राशन ऑर्डर करना है तो आप फोन पे लिखवा देते हैं उनको, ठीक है, and at the end of the month you keep on ordering daily किसको कुछ भी मंगवाना है, कोक है, chips है, whatever, you can call for it and at the end of the month you settle the payment with them. So ये क्या है, this is they are extending credit facilities to their regular customers. Okay, important is regular customers. Second is your specialty shops. Now specialty shops are the ones which basically deal in a particular type of product. When we say a particular type of product, meaning a shop which is dealing only in children's wear, that will be a specialty shop. Okay, street stall holders. Now they are basically located at street crossings or main roads and set up their stalls by fixing shelves on the wall or placing a table to sell and display their goods. Okay, and they generally sell low priced products. Okay, best example would be people selling stationery. ठीक है, उन्होंने एक सेटअप बनाया हुआ है, it is not a पक्का shop kind of a thing, alright, but at a busy street crossing or main roads, fine. Then second hand goods shop. Now second hand goods है used products, so these shops basically they sell the used products. Okay, used products में क्या आ जाएगा आपका, used automobiles वाला भी आएगा, ठीक है, used clothings, okay, used mobile phones, fine. ये सारी जो second hand shops हैं they stock all the second hand goods. मतलब second hand मतलब एक बार use हो चुके हैं अब दोबारा बिक रहे हैं, right? And they are basically meant for people with modest means. Those who cannot really afford to buy something new, they will buy from second hand shops. इसी के साथ आता है आपका second store. Now there is a difference. Don't get confused between second hand shops and second store. Second store होता है कि जब आप if there is some defect in the product, it's a very small minuscule defect which cannot be seen with the naked eye, but because it does not, जो branded products होते हैं सारे standardized होते हैं, ठीक है, कि अगर एक clothing है fine, उसका color एक पर्टिकुलर कलर है, उसमें कलर में थोड़ा सा भी 19-20 का फर्क आ गया तो दैट विल बी ट्रीटेड एज अ रिजेक्टेड पीस, सो वो सेकंड्स की शॉप में चला जाता है, फाइन. उसके ऊपर भी हैवी डिस्काउंटेड प्राइसेस पे जाते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल ये बेनेटन एंड ऑल के आपके फैक्ट्री आउटलेट्स जो है, सेकंड स्टोर्स जो है, फाइन, अगर उसमें थोड़ा सा भी डिफेक्ट होगा वो सेकंड स्टोर में चला जाएगा, जहां पे कि आर्टिकल का प्राइस होगा अगर 1500 का, ऑलराइट, दिस जस्ट एन एग्जांपल, तो सेकंड स्टोर पे यू आर गोइंग टू गेट दैट प्रोडक्ट ओनली फॉर अबाउट लेट्स से 500 रुपीज. Okay, last is your single line stores. Single line stores are the one which deal in a particular line of goods. Line of goods meaning it could be clothing, it could be shoes, it could be glasses, all right. So when I say it could be clothing, they are going to deal in children's wear, men's wear, okay, ladies wear, but a line of product is clothes. ठीक है, generally people get confused in specialty shops and single line shops. Single line meaning a particular line of product that is either clothing or footwear etc. And when we talk about specialty shops, यहाँ पे तो हम एक लाइन की क्लोथिंग की बात कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पे मेंस वेयर भी होगा, वुमेन्स वेयर भी होगा, चिल्ड्रंस वेयर भी होगा. यहाँ पे वो लाइन में से भी एक पर्टिकुलर कैटेगरी चूज करता है, दैट इज चिल्ड्रंस वेयर. दे आर ओनली डीलिंग इन चिल्ड्रंस वेयर. Okay, so these are 6 different categories of fixed shop small retailers, that is your general stores, specialty shops, street stall holders, second hand goods shops, second stores and single line stores. Now let's come to the fixed shop large retailers. Okay, now under this, first of all we are going to be taking up departmental stores. Now what are departmental stores? It's a large establishment offering wide variety of products classified into well-defined departments aimed at satisfying customers' needs under one roof. Basically, they sell a large variety of products and each of the product is classified as a separate department. Fine. Let us say if you are selling women's wear, तो वो एक अलग डिपार्टमेंट है, ठीक है, बच्चों का एक अलग डिपार्टमेंट है, मेन का एक अलग डिपार्टमेंट है, देयर आर ग्रोसरीज आल्सो, दैट्स अ सेपरेट डिपार्टमेंट, यू सेल मेडिसिन्स आल्सो, दैट्स अ सेपरेट डिपार्टमेंट. Fine. So that is why the name departmental store. Okay, I repeat, it's a large establishment offering a wide variety of products classified into well-defined departments aimed at satisfying all of the customers' need under one roof. Fine. Basically, you are aiming at giving your customer a very good shopping experience. That means everything is available under one roof. You don't need to go shop hopping. All right. Now coming to the features of the departmental store. Central location. Departmental stores are basically located, they are placed at a centralized location which can easily be accessed by as many number of customers as possible. All right, we really do not have any such departmental store in a full-fledged manner in India, but yes, on the same lines we do have Akbar Ali in Mumbai, and we have Spencer's in Chennai, right? Then second, many departments in the same shop. Okay, I just explained you that they sell a wide variety of products, different product lines. ठीक है, इसी में शूज भी होंगे, इसी में क्लोथिंग भी होगी, इसी में अगर मैं योर होम लिनन, ठीक है, यूटेंसिल्स, फाइन. सो डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट लाइन एंड ईच ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट लाइन इज टेकन एज अ सेपरेट डिपार्टमेंट, राइट? Large variety of goods. If I am talking about shoes, fine, that is one department. So I am going to be stocking shoes of different brands. It is not that I am going to be stocking shoes of one particular brand. All right. If you go to Shoppers Stop or if you go to Lifestyle, you will have around 15 different brands, displaying their shoes over there or displaying their clothing over there, right? Then we have centralized ownership, management and control. Although each of the product line is taken as a separate department, but the control, the ownership, the management and control is centralized in the hands of the manufacturers, right? Then personal services. Apart from providing a large variety of goods under one roof, they provide certain other services also. For example, there may be salons, all right, there may be restaurants, all right, there may be restrooms, fine, they have telephone booths. So these are the additional services which are provided over there, so that एक बार आप एक departmental store में गए हैं, ठीक है, आप वहाँ पे खाना भी खा सकते हैं, fine, you can go for your haircut also because there's a salon over there, all right, you can use the restrooms also. So you go under one roof, all your jobs will be done in that one roof, under that one roof only. You don't have to go from one shop to another, one place to another. Now, what are the advantages of the departmental stores? Number one, centralized location. So it can be easily reached or it can be easily located by any of the customers, right? Easily accessible to customers who are spread over a wide geographical area. Then convenience in buying. Convenience in buying kaise? Because you have all the products available under one roof. So you don't have to go from one place to another to buy different products. Then attractive services, I just told you that they have different services of a salon. Sometimes you can have a salon or maybe a restaurant, all right. So different kind of services which are available, under one roof. It's not that you've gone there to buy groceries and other food items. So you have other services also which you can avail apart from the different products that you've gone there to buy. Economies of scale. So you can get the benefit of economies of scale because the purchase is being made centralized. Okay, the purchase for all the departments, fine, that is centralized. All right, and that is going to be done on large scale, so you can get the benefit of large scale. You can get the benefit of economies of scale. I've already explained you the meaning of what is the meaning of economies of scale. Scale means when you are operating on a large scale, then the fixed cost per unit of an output will go down. All right. Then heavy expenditure on sales promotion. Now, since departmental stores, they have sufficient, they are in a position, they are financially very comfortable, I would say. All right. So they are in a position that they can spend huge amount of money on sales promotion. All right. Now, like we have advantages, we have limitations or certain limitations also of the departmental stores. Number one being personal attention. Now, as the departmental store, I mean, it's a काफी बड़ा होता है, फाइन, तो वहां पे जो आपको सेल्स पर्सन होंगे वो सिर्फ असिस्ट करेंगे, बताएंगे, ऑलराइट, कि क्या चीज कहां पे है. यू हैव टू हेल्प योरसेल्फ. सो देयर इज लैक ऑफ पर्सनल अटेंशन. ठीक है, एक तो बहुत बड़ा होता है एंड द नंबर ऑफ द कस्टमर्स हु आर गोइंग टू कम ओवर देयर इज आल्सो ह्यूज. सो इट्स नेक्स्ट टू इम्पॉसिबल कि हर एक कस्टमर को आप अटेंड कर पाए. समटाइम्स यू हैव टू वेट फॉर द सेल्स पर्सन टू गेट फ्री टू अटेंड टू यू. So that is a disadvantage. High operating cost. Whether there is one customer in the entire departmental store, whether there are 20 or whether there are 100, all the ACs will be switched on, all the lights will be switched on. Okay, so that amounts to high operating cost. Inconvenient location. They are centrally located. पर अगर अब छोटी-छोटी चीजें चाहिए मुझे, अगर grocery items and all चाहिए, which I need just now, तो मेरे लिए वहाँ पे पहुँचना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है, right? Then high possibility of a loss. Now because you spend due to heavy operating cost and large scale operations of the departmental stores, the possibility of loss is pretty high. Alright, now this was departmental stores, multiple chain stores. You must have heard about this. Now these are the company owned stores. Multiple chain stores या multiple chain shops जो होते हैं, these are the company owned stores. Okay, now for example McDonald's, ठीक है, वो आपको in Delhi itself you will have about 30 to 40 outlets of McDonald's. They are all company owned, either company owned होते हैं या franchisee दे देती है company, ठीक है. So they all sell standardized products. Standardized मतलब आप किसी भी McDonald's में चले जाएंगे, वहाँ पे burger जो होगा आपको same price का मिलेगा and the taste is going to be the same. Even the decor or the display of the store is also the same, okay, because they want to maintain the same standard. Features would be located in fairly populous localities so that you can have large number of customers dropping in over there. ठीक है, busy marketplaces में generally आपको ये मिलेंगे. All branches are controlled by the head office, because I said that these are the company owned stores or by run through the franchisee arrangement, but control किसके हाथ में रहता है? Company के हाथ में, that is the head office, right? Manufacturing and procurement is centralized. Okay, if I'm talking about Reebok shoe shops, ठीक है, these are also multiple chain stores, but सारे जूते जो है अगर आपने फ्रेंचाइजी भी दे दिए किसी को, तो जूते कौन बनाएगा? वो कहाँ, वो सब जूते जो सब जगह सप्लाई होंगे वो बनेंगे सेंट्रलाइज्ड. ठीक है, सो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एंड प्रोक्योरमेंट इज सेंट्रलाइज्ड. का मतलब क्या होता है? विच इज कंट्रोल्ड एट वन प्लेस, राइट? वो वन प्लेस क्या है? आपका हेड ऑफिस, राइट? सेल्स आर डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड. सेल्स आर डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड मीनिंग मैंने अपना माल बनाया, दैट इज सेंट्रलाइज्ड, ठीक है, हेड ऑफिस ने. उसके बाद मैंने ये डिस्पर्स कर दिया, ऑलराइट, हर एक स्टोर में थोड़ा थोड़ा माल मैंने बेच दिया. Fine. Now the sale is going to be taking place in these different multiple chain stores. So we say the sales are decentralized. Sales are made strictly on cash basis. They do not extend any kind of credit facilities. Then multiple chain stores have identical display and layout. Now you know what is the reason between identical display and layout? Because you want your product to have a place in the mind of the consumer. Wherever we see a red color का ऐसे M देखते हैं, you go on highways, okay, दूर से इतना बड़ा M जो दिख जाता है, that means we know that there's a McDonald's over here. Okay, red and yellow we associated with McDonald's, blue and red we associated with Domino's. All right, so when you have a multiple chain store, they want all the stores to look alike. The display of the store is going to be just the same. The products which are going to be available on the stores are going to be just the same, so that आप A शॉप से खरीदें या B शॉप से खरीदें उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, right? Coming to the advantages again, because the manufacturing fine is centralized, is taken, manufacturing is done at one place, all right, so they are also able to avail the benefits of economies of scale. Then standardized products, I just told you, the cost of the product, the quality of the product, everything is going to be just the same. That is why we say standardized products. ठीक है, कि प्रोडक्ट आप शॉप A से लेंगे या प्रोडक्ट वही प्रोडक्ट शॉप B से लेंगे, दोनों प्रोडक्ट्स आपके सेम रहेंगे. No bad debts. Why no bad debts? Because all the sales are made on cash basis. Since all the sales are made on cash basis, there is no possibility of a bad debt. Then transfer of goods and spreading of risks. अगर शॉप A, ठीक है, किसी एक लोकेलिटी में एक पर्टिकुलर टाइप का जूता नहीं बिक रहा है, वहां पे पड़ा ही हुआ है, तो हमारे पास ये ऑप्शन है कि हम वहां से माल उठा के और दूसरी शॉप से वहां पे भिजवा दें जहां पे कि वो जूता बिकता है. फाइन, सो द रिस्क कैन बी स्प्रेड ओवर. देन एलिमिनेशन ऑफ अ मिडलमैन. यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली जो अगर कंपनी है, कंपनी इज कमिंग इन डायरेक्ट कॉन्टैक्ट विद द कस्टमर्स बाय मीन्स ऑफ ओपनिंग द कंपनी ओन्ड स्टोर्स, सो यू एलिमिनेट द मिडलमैन, राइट. देन फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी, अगेन फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी की जब हम यहाँ पे बात कर रहे हैं, in case of your multiple chain stores, fine, it's a very flexible kind of an arrangement. That means if a store is incurring continuous losses, so rather than continuing with that store, we can always go ahead with closure of that store and invest that money somewhere else, or invest that money in opening a store in a new area where you think there's going to be a demand for the product, right. Now coming to the limitations, limited variety of goods. Obviously अगर Reebok का शोरूम है वो, तो वहां सिर्फ Reebok के ही जूते होंगे, वहां पे आपको Adidas और Nike नहीं मिलेंगे. So variety of the goods is limited. Lack of services. Now when we say lack of services, when we talk about services here we are talking of free home delivery services and credit facility to the customers. We do not give any kind of credit facilities to the customers because sales are made strictly on cash basis, right. Then next point is lack of initiative. When we talk about initiative, we are talking on part of the employees. Now here all the sales staff in the store are the employees of the company. Fine, they are paid fixed salaries, all right, and they cannot operate out of their own sweet will. They have to follow the rules and regulations which have been set up by the company. Fine, they have to follow the policies which have been set up by the company. So for iska result kya hota hai, that for every small little issue they look up to they wait for the instructions of the company from the head office. Fine, they do not use their own creativity to handle the problem. All right. Then heavy overheads. यहाँ पे भी वही प्रॉब्लम है, बिकॉज क्या कहते हैं, दे स्पेंड अ ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑन द सेटअप ऑफ द स्टोर, ऑन द डिस्प्ले ऑफ द स्टोर. ऑलराइट, सो द ओवरहेड कॉस्ट of running a particular store is very, very high. So this was basically about departmental stores and multiple chain stores.